Hello and welcome. Yes, we are back again, and we've got Brian here. Yes, give us a wave, Brian, with your Captain America hat on.
Hello, everybody. God bless America. Everything is awesome.
There we go. I knew he was going to sing if I mentioned his name. And of course, Captain America, you should have come as Batman, actually, though, Brian. How can I get Connor and Brian mixed up, eh? Should have come as Batman, because we are going to review the Lego movie. Yes. And there's just a few of us gathered here today. There's quite a few of us, actually. We're going to talk about this film. And let's have an opening statement from each of you. So I'm going to say that this film is awesome. And that is my opening statement, because I think it is. Who wants to go next?
Fun movie, sort of crazy and delightful. Bit on the same genre as Pixels. That's what I liked.
And anyone else, Lee?
It's a very surreal movie, and I was surprised by it, and it's not just for 8-year-olds. It crosses the boundaries for adults and children as well. It's for everybody, in my opinion.
Jason?
It's a fun movie. It's got some cameo actors. It's got some comedy actors in it. Definitely a great Lego movie.
Connor?
And it's got an A-list Hollywood cast, if you look at it, actually. You probably won't be able to identify most of them just by voice alone. But yeah, great, colourful movie. And it's funny because it's Lego, you can be so inventive with it. You can do anything. It's practically everything and anything in one sort of movie. So yeah, it's great.
Brian, just an opening statement, just a short piece, because we'll get into best moments and characters and stuff.
Well, my opening statement is this is just one of the great movies of all time for an animation. I think honestly, it's a fun, great film for anybody. Like pretty much all you guys said, it's mostly a family film. I just love it. Story's great, characters are great, a lot of comedy and humor in it. I was probably laughing my ass off within a couple of bits within the movie, and I'm just
and having a sing song.
And I just like the movie. It is.
What was the song again, Brian?
The movie itself was absolutely awesome. Everything is awesome.
There we go. That's blown all the listeners' eardrums out. They're just minding their own business with their headphones in, listening to this wonderful cast, and then suddenly Brian goes, "Everything is awesome." Anyway, what about Alex? Just an opening statement. Just keep it short. Oh no, Alex hasn't seen it, has he? No. Oh, Alex hasn't seen it. So let's go into favourite characters. And I have to say, my favourite character is the policeman, is the cop.
Played by Liam Neeson, of course.
Yeah, and he's got the angry side and the happy side, and they're just completely, well, it's good cop, bad cop. And then you got the scene, well, no, I won't mention a good scene because we'll go in that when we come to best moments. I also thought the villain was good. I liked the villain. I thought the villain, he did the job well. You know, he was good enough. The villain was good enough. Yeah, but my favorite character is the cop. Anybody else want to name their favorite character?
Yeah, as you said, Liam Neeson as bad cop, good cop was the best part, because Liam Neeson is always the best part. He's a fantastic actor, and it's nice to see him do something a bit less serious than what he's done before. And he also voiced his parents as well, which was a bit weird when they got frozen. And right at the end,
we did.
They got released and whatever. But Nick Offerman, who was in Parks and Recreation, which is one of my favourite American shows, voiced the pirate guy. Can't remember his name. Metalbeard.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's a fantastic actor. Again, in a fantastic role. And you know what? Chris Pratt, who I don't. Just some of the movies he's in just don't do it for me. But as an actor in this, playing Emmet, he was fantastic as the main hero. So yeah, they were my favourite characters.
What was the song, Connor?
Everything is the same.
I won't say it's got.
Thanks, Connor.
Could I interject that my favorite was Wild Style?
Yeah, no, go ahead, yeah.
That's it.
Well, style, yeah.
She was great.
And what about Jason? Favorite characters or character?
My favorite character was once by Morgan Freeman, the old man. Definitely,
Yeah.
some things he's done pretty funny. Him being like the guy who just tries to teach Emmet things, but Emmet is like, I'll go into more detail later on that. But yeah, but Will Ferrell also playing two characters, the Lord Business and the man upstairs, as Will Ferrell playing the human character with his son. But yeah, and I think there's another character that stand out for me. The pilot guy, also another great character. I think that's pretty much the only characters that stand out for me.
Brian, favorite characters or character?
Well, my favorite character, I know that this is going to be a little cliche, I guess I would say, because he's my favorite DC.
Is it Batman? It's Batman.
Well,
It's Batman.
It is Batman. Nice try. Yes, I think he would be my favorite character within the movie. But one of the actresses is one of my favorite, like one of the actresses within this movie is like one of the top favorite actresses of all time, which is she played the Unicorn Kitty of what?
Oh yeah, the unicorn was that character was funny.
The kitty type character. Alison Brie, her name is. She's on Parks and Recreation. No, wait, she's not on Parks and Recreation. She's on Community. She was on Community, and she's been my favorite actress ever since. And so I think she's my second favorite within this film. So.
Yep. And what about Lee? Favorite characters or character?
Well, I won't go for the main character. There's some like throwaway characters I like. It's like the crazy cat lady with all the cats. I love that.
Oh.
And also the 1980s astronaut.
I was going to mention that. I just remembered that. Yeah.
Can I build a
rocket now? Yeah, I want to build a rocket. Yeah.
But I agree. Good cop, bad cop, brilliant character. Morgan Freeman's character is the soothsayer, what he was called. They're all good little, that was it, yeah. But they're all good characters and well played out, yeah. So I can't really knock any of them. Even Unicorn Kitty, which sometimes it did get on my nerves, but I think it was played to do that.
Shout out to the Star Wars crew as well. Hans.
Yes, that bit was funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually just gonna say that as well. When you see the Star Wars characters coming within the movie, like Han, Chewie, Lando, and C-3PO, I honestly didn't know that was the guy. That's the guy that actually does C-3PO.
See, made me want a Lego Star Wars film even more. And it's funny because the guys that made this movie are doing the Han Solo standalone that's coming out.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, so
But I had to also look up to see if that was Harrison Ford doing the Han Solo, and it really sounds like him, but it's not Harrison Ford doing the voice.
It was Billy D. Williams doing Lando though.
yeah, it was. You could tell it was him, definitely.
Let's play a game. Can anybody name all the cameos that were in this film?
Oh,
The background. There's so many background characters, isn't
Batman,
there?
Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Dumbledore, Gandalf,
William Shakespeare.
yeah, William Shakespeare, and
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Yeah.
Who else?
Was Robin Hood there?
No, don't think so.
Or was that,
No, I don't
that
think Robin Hood was there. No.
could have been?
I think that was it, wasn't it? Really, main.
They were mostly in Dream. What was it called? Cloud Cuckoo Land.
Yeah.
Say it again, Jason.
The baseball superstar Shaq. Oh,
Yeah.
basketball, I mean.
Oh,
yeah.
the baseball people. Yeah, basketball people. Yeah. There was a lot. I can't remember anymore.
I think that was it, to be honest.
Oh, there was quite a few. There was quite a few
There
around.
was quite a lot around. When they first walked in, then they were all sitting down, sort of thing, or standing up, whatever they were. There was a lot of them there. So let's go to favourite moments. What's everybody's favourite moment?
My favourite moment, and actually I'm really pleased that they did this towards the end, is where they cut between real life and the Lego world.
Yeah.
Could easily make that a whole movie sort of thing, but they wait until like 20 minutes from the end when the conclusion is just about to arrive, and they sort of drag it out a bit more with that. And of course, because Will Ferrell plays is it Lord Business?
Yeah, Lord Business, yeah.
He actually plays the dad of the kid, so it sort of feels like the real villain sort of thing.
Yeah, it mirrors it, doesn't it? It mirrors it. It plays out in both worlds, you know what I mean?
Both worlds, yeah.
Yeah.
And just when he, you just see him in the corner on the table, just sort of like spazzing out, I'll say. It was... they're trying to move. It was very, very funny.
The ending reminds me of something like Toy Story. It's a bit Toy Story-esque sort of thing.
And then, like, it's a bit like The Incredibles, where you have them sort of defeat Lord Business, in a way. And then the next villain sort of appears, which I imagine is the Sisters' Toys.
Yes, those funny Lego things at the end, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called.
We're going to destroy you or something, yeah, when they come down.
Yeah, so I think maybe that's connective sort of tissue to the sequel, because I know that there's a sequel coming out. So, yeah, it felt a bit like a Pixar movie with The Incredibles or something.
Yeah, I have to say one of my favourite moments, which I was going to mention, was with the bad cop, was the moment where his parents were captured and he had to, spray them with the glue, wasn't it? And then he didn't want to do it, and then his face gets rubbed off. I thought that was quite sad, really.
Yeah, they killed
It was
him.
really brutal if you think about it. Like, they kind of killed a character in a way, because the good cop was a different character to the bad cop, so they just kind of killed him. But then he came back at the end, obviously, by just squealing his face back on. Brian, you were going to say something.
No, I was just saying that he killed his parents.
Yeah, but they came back in the end, and the good cop did.
I thought that he killed the parents, like
Was you watching it, Brian?
That's really what was cool about this, was that even though like the buildings were destroyed or whatever, the weird was destroyed, eventually it all came back. That's the brilliant thing about Legos, is that the only way to ruin it is and to kill is to lose a piece.
And it all came back because the father and son started playing together.
Yeah, that's true.
And that was the clue, because a lot of the time. But what the film was really trying to tell you in a way was, when you get older, you lose your imagination, and you do. We all do. When we get older, we lose our imagination. You know, well, a lot of Jason might not. Jason might, but a lot of adults lose their imagination. You know, they might have had a really strong imagination when they were a kid and played with toys, but a lot of adults don't do that, and that's what the film was trying to say.
Yes.
Really. What about other favourite moments? Brian, have you got more favourite moments? Or
I didn't even start my favourite moments.
I
didn't start my favourite moments.
Oh, go on then.
I think my favourite moment of the film was well, I think my favorite moment actually is when I think it's the very end, like towards the very end, like what Connor was saying earlier, switches between like a world and then the real life world and everything.
Yeah.
Like they divide it within two separate worlds, and I thought that was pretty interesting and cool. So I think within that movie, that is my favorite within the movie.
What about Jason? What's Jason's favorite moments?
My favorite moment with Batman stealing the hyperdrive from the Millennium Falcon. That was just...
Oh, when he was going to go off, he was pretending to go off with him, yeah.
Yeah, because him pretending he was going to leave and kind of threw me a bit. Then him stealing the hyperdrive, and then also Green Lantern just driving Superman nuts, and which was played by Jonah Hill by Green Lantern. But yeah, there was definitely some funny moments, especially with the wizard-looking dude, not Gandalf, but the one that's playing Morgan Freeman. Huh?
Vitruvius.
He ended up getting killed late. He's probably the only one who got killed off later. Probably the only character who actually got killed off.
Well, he turns into a ghost, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually turns into a ghost. The very moment between Will Ferrell's man upstairs and the kid with the father and son bond moment. The Uni Kitty. Before was like trying to calm herself down, like thinking of bubble gums and cotton candy. She gets so angry, she like munches on the robots or whatever. Definitely pretty funny. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed some of them.
Yeah, don't make her angry, Jason.
My favorite moment was when they were traveling between the in the walls, and there was all like super colorful, super amazing, like very psychedelic, very much like it being in a kaleidoscope. It was super amazing. I love those bits. Oh, and when he's falling.
Yeah, before we go. Say again.
And when he's falling.
Oh, when he's falling at the end. And before we go to Lee, I have to say I like the fact that we go to different worlds, like the Western world and the Cloud Cuckoo Land, and we only get a brief visit to what was the medieval land called? Something. Just briefly.
Zealand.
Zealand, was it?
It was a play on Lord of the Rings. I could tell that, but I can't remember the name of it. Yeah.
Middle Zealand, wasn't it?
Middle Zealand, yeah.
Yeah, Middle Zealand. But what's Lee's favourite moments?
Oh, there's that many in this. I do like the interrogation by good cop, bad cop at the beginning of the movie with Emmet in the interrogation room. That is brilliantly played out. Also, the with Morgan Freeman's character who gets sort of killed and turns into a ghost and reappears as a ghost on a piece of string. That should have really given some people to think, well, what's going on a piece of string? Then you realise when it comes to live action, oh yeah, it was the kid playing. Well, but there's that many. Also, the Emmet when he's trying to be a master builder in times of panic in the submarine, and they all turn around and he's made a double sofa bunk bed. That's so funny, but it saves the day in the end. But,
yeah, I mean, there's so many funny moments in this. I mean, it's just hilarious throughout. It's just non-stop humor, isn't it? It's just non-stop humor, whether it's visually or whether they're saying it or it's acted out. But I have to say, the anime. Yeah, go ahead, Connor.
I think one thing about this is, like, even Batman had brilliant comic timing, and that's because of mostly down to Will Arnett, who's I believe also did the voice in, well, we'll call it a sequel, the Lego Batman movie. That's
the spin-off, yeah.
The spin-off. So I think he surely should go down as the best comedic Batman.
Yeah, I mean, and I have to say, the film is so well edited, and the animation is amazing. The animation is amazing. I mean, it's all Lego. I know it's CGI. It's CGI, yeah, but it's all built out of Lego bricks, and these explosions, and even just watching the waves on the water. I mean, there's a lot going on at once in this film. It's packed full of color, packed full of animation, and it's just amazing how they put it all together. It just absolutely looks awesome, like the song says.
It's a fast-paced movie. There isn't a slow part in this movie. It's traveling at 100 miles an hour. This movie,
you never get bored.
No.
I like the attention to detail on the minifigures because, as you said, the animation is really good. And when you move a Lego piece, like move their legs, it's always like a really aggressive sort of lifting of the legs when they're walking. And they sort of got that exactly right here as well. Like when he was leaving the bedroom right at the start, and he was literally like throwing his legs around up in the air and everything, and he was actually walking. That's sort of how a Lego minifigure would, whatever.
Yeah. So just to add, can I just add on to that? That's a very good point, because I can imagine it's very difficult, because you got to remember this is an animated 3D film, so they have to make it move and look and feel like somebody in their bedroom on YouTube, because there are a lot of videos on YouTube with Lego pieces that are either Doctor Who or whatever, that they do their own little, YouTube video on it. So they have to make it look like that this is Lego, that this is not a CG animated movie. This is a Lego movie.
Yeah, and as you were mentioning about the colour and everything, it felt really modern, but at the same time, like when he was going down the portal, there was all the flashing lights and everything, and all the flashing colour. It felt really, it's an odd comparison, but it felt really like Blade Runner, where it's really retro sort of stuff going on. So it had sort of a modern but retro feel to it. And I think, just the entire film was just based around like the word fun. And they just sort of encompassed a lot of great aspects of being fun. As you said, the colour, just the way that it was animated. It was just all a great job. Well done by whoever. I can't remember who animated it. Was it? It wasn't Disney, was it?
Warner Brothers, wasn't it?
Warner Brothers. Yeah. So yeah, great job by them. And it's led to a new universe of movies, because you've got Batman, obviously, that's just come out. You've got a sequel to this. I think they're in talks to do a Superman one as well. And hopefully in the future, we'll get things like Star Wars. You know, you can do so much with it because we've got so many properties under the Lego name now. You could do anything and everything with it. So you could really add to a load of well-respected franchises with a Lego take on it. And because it's so different, like from Star Wars, can you imagine like a Lego movie that's incredibly sort of campy, cheesy, and comedic?
Well, can I just say you've got games for that?
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, it's exactly the same as the games. I mean, that bit where the ship gets eaten by the worm is actually in a Lego game, isn't it? That is actually one of the Lego games.
And you can do so many crossovers. Like, this is pretty much a big crossover of every franchise that we've ever given our time to, our dedication to, everything, you know, as geeks. And it's just mashed them all together really well. Like with the DC superheroes, the Marvel superheroes, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings even, you know, Harry Potter was in there with Dumbledore, you know, and all these original characters as well. So, you know, it's such a universe. It's going to be one of the most diverse, inventive series of movies ever, I think. I don't know where they're going to go with it, but we'll see. Hopefully there's more.
The problem is with the second one, this one's so good that I don't know how you can top it. I really don't.
Add Star Trek in.
Go ahead, Susan, and then Jason.
Just add Star Trek in. Or Stargate.
Yeah, add Star Trek. Yeah, Jason. Oh, yeah, Stargate, yeah. Jason?
They're filming the second one right now, which will be, I guess, released by the time it's 2019.
Oh, 2019. That's something to look forward to. Brian, what was we talking? I can't remember what we were talking about now. What was? Well, I don't even know what the question was. Brian, just say something. Sing a song, Brian.
You went off the subject of favourite moments, and that was your last question. I think it was.
Did I ask you favourite moments? I can't remember.
I was the person you asked favourite moments, so it's down to the next question.
Luckily, you're here, Lee. So does anyone want to say any funny moments, any particular funny moment that they really enjoyed? You know?
I think Good Cop, Bad Cop's freak out. It's like you spent at least 3 minutes watching him throwing things around and hitting people when he lost them into the is it Cloud Cuckoo Land? I think it was.
Yeah.
No, the Wild West, sorry. It was the first world I went to. He was just, you just saw him there and he was just throwing things around and he hit a guy that was like a mile or two behind him. You know, it's just a very comedic sort of moment. I like how they sort of exaggerated him a bit with his freakouts. Yeah, so they were very funny moments.
You've just reminded me of something with the human world as well, where because Lord Business in the Lego world has closed off the world, doesn't he? He's put a barrier up, sort of thing. And then in the real world, when you look at the table the Lego is on, it says, you know, do not touch, off limits, you know, sort of thing. Do you notice that?
Yeah.
On the table. So yeah, anything else anybody wants to add? No? Who's tempted to see the new Lego Batman, which has just come out?
Me.
Which is a sequel. No, a spin-off, I mean, it's a spin-off.
I want to see it.
Yeah, I want to see it. It's getting good reviews. I want to see it. I'm not, you know, I'm not a Batman fan, but I've heard good things about it. Batman was good in this, don't get me wrong, but I don't know whether I want to watch a film completely based around Batman. But since it's Lego, I'll give it a go.
I'm Batman.
And it's not Christopher Nolan either, so you'll be all right.
Yeah, let's not go down that route. We don't want Connor getting wet.
I am very happy that they chose the guys that did this to do the Han Solo thing, though.
Yeah. So if that's the case, they're not doing the second one of this.
See who's attached to the second one.
No, because that means that I want the same people who did this one, who made this one amazing, make the next one amazing.
Oh, this is directed by Mike Mitchell, who has done Sky High, Shrek Forever After, Surviving Christmas.
Shrek Forever After. Oh dear.
Alvin and the Chipmunks, Chipwrecked.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I think any hope for number 2 being good.
They are on to produce it and to write it, though. So you have got their influence in there.
Oh, it's not even written yet.
I would imagine not. No.
It's only in production.
Oh, okay. Oh, so does anybody have any additional information? Anything they want to add? No. Well, we might as well go on to final say and score. So let's go to Brian. Go ahead, Brian, and you can sing the song in full if you want. We'll edit it out.
Well, I think I would give this movie a good solid 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. And let's go to Jason. His
I wouldn't
final
recommend
say and score.
listening to Everything Is Awesome all day, all night. Probably annoying the crap out of you. But anyways, it's definitely fun. Definitely great animation. Well, great CGI of it. Colorful, fun, enjoyable. So I would definitely give it 10 out of 10 Batman.
10 out of 10 Batmans. Susan, let's go to Susan for final say and score.
Wild Style says, good stuff. 9 out of 10.
Thank you, Susan. And Connor, over to Leeds.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. And let's go to Hull. Go ahead, Lee.
Yeah, as I say, I was surprised with it, how good it was. It was enjoyable, funny where it should be funny, action-packed where it should be action-packed. So I'm going to give this an 8, though. It's hopefully the sequels will be far better, but by going what you've just said about who's doing it, we don't know.
This is your first time watching this, then, is it?
Yeah, I've
You've never seen it before. Before you would have seen it with Batman being in it and being a Batman fan.
I'm a Batman fan, not a Lego Batman fan. You know what I mean?
But are you tempted to see the new one?
I'll get it on DVD.
Yeah, you don't want to go to the cinema with all the people like Connor.
I'm not a cinema person. Don't like it at all.
You get people like Connor.
I won't be going to the cinema, but I will watch it eventually. Using totally legal methods, of course.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yes.
Is there anything but? Is there anything else? Is there?
Yeah, there's nothing else.
No.
I might see it in theaters.
Yeah. What did the cinema do wrong, eh?
I don't know. I've never really been a big cinema lover.
No, I haven't. My dad loves going to the cinema, but I don't.
Well, when you have to pay £8 to go see Fantastic Beasts, then you have to question the relevance of.
Yeah, and it's only £4 here. The cinema is only £4, and it's a Cineworld, and it's a brand new one as well.
I love going to the movies.
And it's IMAX and all that stuff.
Hey, don't bash IMAX.
And the seats are heated, and they vibrate. There's vibration in them. Or you can have a good time. I tell you, watching film. I tell you, you can just lie back and let it do its job.
Oh, matron.
IMAX is the shit, man. Do not bash IMAX.
No, I was saying that. No, I was saying it's an IMAX. I'm not bashing IMAX. I like it. It's nice cinema. Very nice cinema.
Bashing
£24.
know it.
Just agree with him. Just agree with him.
Yes, Brian, we agree.
When are you going swimming, Brian? Because I know you've got your cap on ready.
What?
You're going swimming after this, aren't you?
Captain America wasn't in this film. Why are you wearing a Captain America mask?
Well, that's what I said at the beginning. He should be wearing a Batman.
Yeah.
Why Batman stuff is downstairs and plus the ears bent on the side?
Well, we know where that is. that was used to clear the air out of that particular place. Yeah.
Well, you still could have worn it, Brian.
I don't like it though.
Unless the A stands for something else. We won't go there.
Everything is awesome.
Anyway, I haven't had my... Yeah, everything is awesome. Hi, Brian.
Surf's up, dude.
I haven't had my final say yet. Yeah, I'm going to have my final say now. I think this film is absolutely brilliant. It really is awesome. Like the song says, I'm going to give it a 9.5 simply because this came out in the same year as I think Big Hero 6 did. And Big Hero 6 is a 10 out of 10 film.
Actually, I have to add something. This got snubbed at the Academy Awards because it didn't even get nominated. So
didn't get nominated.
Fuck the Academy, and
it must have got nominated.
Biased movie critics, and yeah, it was a total snub. It didn't even get nominated. It got nominated.
I'm shocked it didn't get nominated.
The song got nominated, but that didn't get nominated, and it should have done, and it should have.
The animation didn't get nominated.
Yeah, the animation, the film itself didn't get nominated, but the song, the Everything Is Awesome thing, it did. So.
This film, I have to say, this film is entertaining from beginning to end, and you know what? That's what you want when you watch a film. You want to sit there, and you want to be entertained, and you want to have a laugh. And you want to enjoy the ride. And it's just such an enjoyable ride. It's not just for 8-year-olds. It's for the whole family.
Yeah,
it's a family. It's a family film. Any adults can enjoy this just as much as kids can. And this is partly aimed at adults because, you know, lots of us here probably played with Legos when we were younger. You know. Mm-hmm. We've all probably played with Lego at some point, so it's for everybody. What's that?
If you want a better movie than this, go and see 50 Shades Darker.
Susan was trying to say something before you.
The biggest Lego collection ever, and we hauled it all the way to South America, and then hauled it all the way back to the United States. We hauled it, and we loved it. We grew it. It was. There were these little ice cream tins full of Legos, and then there was big ice cream tins full of Legos, and then there was tubs full of Legos, and now my nephews have it all. It's just amazing. It's like, and the,
you know what?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thinking about it, Lego must be one of the biggest brands in the world if you think about it, because and it's one of those series that has it's one of those things that has great games and now it has great movies. That never happens when you have a franchise or whatever you want to call it that has great video games and great movies. I can't name one.
Star Trek.
Star Wars has loads of great video games.
Well, some of them are hit and miss, aren't they? Lego games are pretty much solid the whole time. Star Wars, yeah, there are some clangers on the Star Wars games.
You're just hating.
Coming from Connor. Anyway, that's it. We're off to Brian's place. Yes, well, he's swimming. We're going to raid his house. We're going to raid the pantry.
No, you're not.
have some of his chocolate biscuits, and yeah, we're going to have a great time. So tell us below what you think about this film, what you think about the Lego movie. Hit that subscribe button. Take care. We'll see you next time.
Everything is awesome!